Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Vid Shadow here, and I'm bringing you a Team Snipers game on Uncaged today, on Halo Reach. This is basically where me and Sharp do all the work, and we're stuck with what I like to call Call of Duty noobs. And today I'm going to be talking about the big update that is coming for Halo Reach around about mid-September or late September, or those are the only two days or sort of dates I've heard it for. I haven't heard it coming out any other. The only way I've read is I've heard that it's coming out either mid-September or late September. And this is a big update. This update is now going to create two new playlists that allow you to play Halo, but allow you to go back to sort of the classic Halo. They allow you to tweak some options which will allow you to turn things off, like Bloom being one of them, and a couple of others. But some of the changes that are coming in this update, I think some of them are only being made specific to that playlist, and I think some of them may be put across Halo Reach entirely, but I'm not too sure, so bear with me on this commentary because I'm a little bit sketchy on the details, like pretty much everywhere is. Nothing's really been confirmed, so I'll just go with this. So I'll talk about the update. The things that we've heard about the update is you'll be allowed to turn Bloom off, armor lock is being nerfed, melee clashing with the sword will only be possible if you have the sword yourself. The melee lunge distance without the sword is getting reduced, and and the classic Halo pistol is coming back, the one from Halo Combat Evolved way back ago. So I'll just talk about them quickly. Bloom getting taken off is a good one. I was never a moaner about Bloom. A lot of people moaned about Bloom, and I can understand why, because I had my good fair share of moan when it didn't work. But I'll just talk about it. So, taking out Bloom is going to be really interesting, and I think it's going to work really well, because having Bloom in Halo Reach was okay. It was a good system, but it didn't really work very well. The main reason is because it added luck to the game, and most of the time Bloom got you cheated out of kills you rightfully deserved and stuff. So taking Bloom out of the game will sort of get rid of all that, and I think it will make Halo Reach a much faster game to play, which is what most people prefer, because Halo used to be a faster paced game than what Reach is. Reach is it's not a lot slower, but it is a slower game compared to the previous Halos. So taking out Bloom will make it faster paced, you'll be able to kill people quicker, and it won't be down to like luck anymore. The Bloom won't screw you over, nor would it probably help you out anymore. It'll all be down to your aim, which is what first person shooters should be about. It should be about whoever had the better aim won the battle, simple as. So it's really good that they're taking Bloom out, because it's now just going to be a case, if you go into a 1v1 DMR fight with someone, whoever had the better aim will win that battle, which is I'm completely down with, because there are a lot of times when I've gone into a 1v1 DMR battle with someone, I've popped their shield first, and I've consistently hit them in the head, letting my reticle reset, and I don't get a headshot, and it really does feel like you've been cheated out sometimes. So I'm glad that you'll now have a option to turn Bloom off. That's also going to help things like the host advantage. If you play double teams a lot, like I play double team quite a fair bit, and host is pretty dominant in that. Like, you do have host in Halo Reach, it's not too powerful, but in double team it does make the difference in some occasions. One of the powers of host was it allowed your reticule on your Bloom to reset faster, and you got more accuracy. Now that if you can turn that off, if you can turn Bloom off and play double team, that host won't have that advantage anymore. He'll have the faster rate of fire, but he'll have to have the aim to back that up, so he won't have probably a distinct advantage over you anymore in 1v1 DMR fights, which is good. And so that's pretty much the gist of Bloom getting removed. I think it is going to help the game a lot. I think a lot of people are going to come back when that gets removed. I know for a fact that that one is only getting set to the playlist, so if you want to play Halo Reach with Bloom, you can. If you don't want to play it with with Bloom, you can. So if you want to play the normal Halo Reach, you can. If you want to play Halo Reach modified without the Bloom, you can. So that's pretty good. We'll talk about the other ones now. You can't melee clash with the sword anymore unless you have the sword. Again, I think I agree with that one in some sense. I think melee clashing with the sword was a nice feature, but for the most part it could have been regarded as pointless, because if you melee clash someone with the sword, you lost all your shield. Which I thought was a bit harsh, because surely if you've timed a perfect melee clash, you should be rewarded in some respect. But anyway, I'm glad it's getting removed. Well, not getting removed, I'm glad that it's getting made so that you can only clash with someone with the sword if you have a sword yourself. I think that's a much better system right there, because that way, you know, no one's really at a distinct advantage. You know, you both timed it, or one of you timed it, and you both come out with a sort of fair, flat playing ground to whoever comes out the better on that mini battle. Armor lock getting nerfed. I think this is a really important and good one, because for me, armor lock, again, I wasn't one of the big moaners about armor lock. Yes, it was annoying, but I wasn't too bothered about it, probably because I knew how to deal with it. But still, armor lock getting nerfed is good. The nerf makes armor lock so you can't de-stick yourself anymore. If you get stuck in armor lock tough, you're stuck. You can't just go into armor lock and de-stick yourself, which I am really happy about, because there was nothing more annoying than landing a completely awesome stick on someone only for them to go into armor lock and de-stick themselves. That is literally the epitome of getting cheated out of a kill. So I'm really glad now that you can't de-stick yourself with armor lock anymore. The other nerf to it now, if you can see on my left hand side, sprint. When I use sprint, the energy bar around it goes down. Now when you're in armor lock, that does drain, but now when you go into armor lock and it's draining, if you take damage, it'll make it drain quicker, which I think is a nice nerf. It doesn't make armor lock useless, but it doesn't make it abusable, which is what people did. They used to abuse armor lock. So now that that will be implemented, I think that will make armor lock a little bit less bullshit in my eyes. So what are the other ones? Oh, the standard Halo pistol is coming back. That is the immensely overpowered pistol that was in the previous Halo that's coming back. I'm really happy about that. That should just be fun to use. It should be interesting to see how they balance that out, but it should just be good fun to use. Melee lunge is now being decreased when you don't have the sword. Basically, on Halo Reach, sometimes if you lunge without the sword, you lunge at an incredible distance, and it can be a bit inconsistent. But sometimes you'll try and lunge and you won't lunge at all, so it's good that they're reducing that range, so no one can sort of commando pro anymore on Reach. And I think I've pretty much covered all of them there. The only other nerf I know is that active camo is now going to be shorter. You can't just sit there for ages and have it, so it's going to be shorter. Anyway guys, this video is coming to a close. Me and Sharp had to carry these guys heavy. They were two Call of Duty noobs, like I said, and they're awful. So anyway, tell me what you think about the update, tell me if you think it would work, and I will see you guys later.